What's happening, guys? UFC 309 this weekend. Obviously going to give you my breakdown and my picks. So let's get into them. We're going to do the top three. We start off with Bo Nickal and Paul Craig. Bo Nickal, massive favourite, I'm pretty sure. What was he paying? Like
$1.10.
$1.10. Massive favourite. I think $7 or some $7. $7 for Paul Craig. Bo Nickal is that good, right? Bo Nickal is very good. He knows how to, obviously having that wrestling, he knows how to control fights. Whether he wants to take you to the ground, if someone wants to take him to the ground, you know, he can stop that from happening. You know, that's the beauty of having that wrestling background. You can dictate where the fight goes. So a lot of people are going to say he won't want to go there to the ground with Paul Craig, because Paul Craig got a lot of submissions on the ground, right? So a lot of his victories, even when he's getting beat up, he just pulls off submissions. Hello, darling. She'll wave too. And yeah, so he's got a lot of submissions. So will people be like, he won't, you know, Bo Nickal won't want to go there? I don't think that's the case. Even if it goes there, the chances of Paul Craig submitting Bo Nickal, I think, is very slim. He's going to be a much bigger dude. It looks like, yeah, Paul Craig looks like a big dude, but he's just, yeah. So I think that control and that so many years of wrestling, that body awareness, you know, he just knows how the body works. Mechanically, when it comes to grappling, wrestling, you know, Bo Nickal knows what he's doing. You know, you're going to try and go for legs, you're going to try and attack all these things. Even unfamiliar territory, you might put Bo Nickal, which I don't think you have, because I think he has a bit of a wrestling, grappling background as well. So I know he's been training a bit of jiu-jitsu anyway. But even if you did throw something to him that he's never seen before, he's going to have that awareness, that body awareness, that body mechanics. He's just going to know what to do, know where danger, where the threat is, know how to nullify that threat, know mechanically where you're going to be stronger, or, you know, what you need to do to maybe even finish a submission. He knows how to unhinge that, mechanically undo what you want to do to finish. He knows how to undo that, right? He's been in this world for so long. He knows what he's doing. You ain't going to really put him in a position where he's going to freak out. And on the feet, I think Bo Nickal's shown that he can strike as well. So on the feet, I think Bo Nickal has an advantage. And even on the ground, even if they're a grappling match, I see Bo Nickal controlling him and beating him up there even. Not like Paul Craig. I think Paul Craig's awesome. But I just think Bo Nickal is that good. And everyone thinks that, right? He's paying $7 or something. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. But I just wanted to go that little bit deeper, where a lot of people are going, oh, you know, that submission threat. You know, might want to bet on a submission threat. You know, I saw it on a, you know, a Hail Mary submission. It could happen. But I'm telling you, even them chances, even if Bo Nickal really wanted to grapple with him, even was in his guard and he was throwing up submissions, I still think he gets himself out of them bad, dangerous positions. That's just what I believe. I think that, again, the body mechanics and that awareness is going to be too much. And I think he's just going to be able to control Paul Craig no matter where it is, even if he is in submission threats, if that makes sense. I know this because I feel like I'm sort of similar in a sense where someone could put me somewhere I've never been. I'm a figure it out. I'm a problem solver. I know how to problem solve. I know how the body works. I know how things move. I just know that. I've been there that many times, and I just got that. Bo Nickal is definitely that guy. He's an athlete. You can see even that's why he's picked up striking so well. He gets it. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy. So you can't bet against him. So just don't bet on this at all, right? Maybe a TKO finish. I think Paul Craig is going to go on the, you know, will be on his back. And I think Bo Nickal can really land some big bombs. So I don't know if he'll get a submission. I think it's more of a TKO I would lean towards with Bo Nickal. But value, it ain't there. So that's my pick anyway. So let's go to the co-main event. We've got Charles Oliveira and Chandler. So exciting one. I did see things popping up where Charles was out, maybe out, and they needed a replacement. It must have just been okay. That's why you can never believe what you're seeing on the internet. I almost put my hand up, almost. But I didn't. But yeah, probably because we knew that wasn't the case. If the UFC called, you never know, right? But they didn't call. How do I think that fight's going to go? Well, it's already happened, and Charles Oliveira got the finish. And to be honest, Charles Oliveira coming off a loss. But I thought he looked great against Arman. Arman is good. Arman is a great wrestler. I thought, you know, when we talk about this body awareness, as I just said with Bo Nickal, Arman has that. And then the threats that Charles Oliveira was able to put him in, and Armin is strong. And Charles' control looked very strong. He looked stronger and probably better than I've seen him. He's always been so good at jiu-jitsu, but I feel like he's gotten stronger. I feel like his wrestling and top game has gotten a lot stronger. So that and Chandler, I don't know. He's obviously had a bit of a break, waiting for that kind of fight. And he's a fire starter. You know he's going to come in aggressively. That's just how Chandler is. He's going to tell you he's going to do something different, but he's exciting, right? He's going to go out there and go for it. And that's why we love to watch him fight. Charles Oliveira, the same. He's going to come forward. He might get hit, but I think it goes pretty similar to how the first one went. He might get hurt. He might get tagged a little bit, and then maybe weather the storm, throw some submission threats on the bottom, maybe get up and then end up landing some TKO or maybe a submission himself. Chandler is a very good wrestler. So you're probably like, oh yeah, that body awareness, as I've been talking about this whole breakdown. Yes, he gets that, but he puts everything into everything. So he comes out very aggressive. He's going to try and do backflips and front flips while you're grabbing him, which is, again, just more explosive. He relies on that power, explosive stuff, which works more than all these little increments, you know, building the base, and they're like, you know, trying to fundamentally break things down and, you know, bit by bit as you work your way out. I think he's just more explosive when it comes there. So when he is in danger, you know, with someone like Charles on you doing a big front flip, back flip, the chance of getting him off you and not getting submitted because of that, very slim. So I think it's a bit different when we're talking about Nickal, even though they're both very high level wrestlers. It's just a bit different. They approach things differently. So I think I'm going to go with Charles' favourite. Chandler's paying $3.05. Yep. $3, so he's a bit of an underdog here. So the value, is there value in Chandler? 100% there's value in Chandler. Can he finish his fight? Yeah, 100%. He's explosive. He's very dangerous. He hurt Charles last time. He could definitely hurt him again. What am I leaning towards? I'm leaning towards Charles. So can I see an underdog victory here from Chandler? 100%. 100% I can. I can't go against Charles. I think he's probably proven himself a bit more lately as well. Even though he's coming off a loss, I still believe he looked good there. I think it was a close fight, but I still thought he showed some really good things there. You know, he's dangerous on the feet. He's going to come aggressive. I don't like that with someone like Chandler, because he comes forward. He likes to come forward and sort of pressure you into firing and countering. You're going to get the reaction you want out of Chandler, but you better be ready for it, right? Because Chandler's coming in swinging big takedowns, which probably wouldn't be the best for someone like Charles, but he's throwing some big, heavy shots at you. Even if you're trying to draw them out of you, you need to be careful. So the value in Chandler is there, but I just don't want to. I'm going to go with the favourite here. I'm going to go with Charles Oliveira. Oh, it's a tricky one. If I had to go on underdog pick, the underdog pick is definitely Chandler. I'm only doing the top three. My underdog pick, I'm going to give you this just so you know. You want to get your best value? Chandler is the best value on this card with the breakdown that I'm doing now. So remember that, but I will pick Oliveira. I think Oliveira can take it to the decision, will be better in them later rounds, can maybe weather the storm. If he gets it, he can go to the bottom, go to the ground and sort of, get his bearings back while he's down there. And then he's, obviously got that threat of the submissions while he's there. Control, if he really wants to control, even though Chandler's a wrestler, I think he could still maybe control Chandler. And then he's got some wicked power in his hands as well. Charles could definitely get the KO. So more ways of winning, definitely with Charles. So that's why I'm going to pick him. But underdog pick, if you want value and you're going to sit there, if you're trying to do a multi or whatever it is, you're getting a few. Sports bet, you got to go do the same, that same fight multi. But you want to do your same, you want to get a few legs in this, I would say Charles. I'd say your Bo Nickal, your Charles. And obviously what I'm going to go next, which will be John Jones. I'm saying that anyway. But I'll tell you why and I'll explain all that more, right? But there you go. So that'll be probably that'll be your free legs. But if you want value and go for a Hail Mary bet, Chandler's probably your guy there because it can happen. But yeah, I don't think it will. All right, now let's go to the main event. Jon Jones is back. Stipe, obviously they were meant to fight. Then all that chaos happened and then Pereira saved the day. That was what happened last time, wasn't it? But now we got Jon Jones, Stipe doing it again in New York, Madison Square Garden. So that's going to be obviously a big fight. It's always good. I think Jon Jones has done most Madison Square Garden fights, hasn't he? So obviously he's a big draw, big name. Stipe is a big name, so it's still a big fight, but it's, you know, not the right fight for Stipe. I love Stipe. Stipe's great. He's, you know, he's like your hard-working guy that just, you know, was just committed to what he did, you know, committed to the sport, went all in and became one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. So you've got to respect that. He is that good. But, yeah, it's just he's up against Jon Jones, who Jon Jones is still, I think, still going to be in prime condition. Stipe isn't. Let's be real. So I don't want to knock Stipe because, again, I've got a lot of respect for him, but I don't think I'm telling you something you don't already know. What's he paying? What's Stipe paying?
$5.70.
$5.70. Yeah, can he knock out Jon Jones? Yeah. Can he submit him? Yeah. Do I think that's likely? No. I don't think both of them are likely. He's more likely to maybe land a big shot and hurt Jon Jones. But Jon Jones is pretty safe. He's got them long arms. Even when he likes, you know, he might play in a real close range and likes his hand fighting, and he'll go there. And well, we know DC did a great job of that with Stipe. So we got the knockout, bit of hand fighting, and found his way in there. But Stipe made some good adjustments in the fight after that, and used that against him. Ended up coming with nice body rips. But Jon Jones is he's a lot more clever with his hand fighting. He's a lot more sophisticated there. He's got a lot more different tools. He ain't just going to throw punches off the hand grips and fire big shots. He will be throwing knees. He will clinch. He will go for your, you know, oblique kicks. You know, if knees up high, body, like, you know, he will mix it all up. He'll, you know, got the sweeps in there. So he's got a lot of options he can do from the hand fighting, including some high level wrestling. Obviously, DC had that too, but yeah, I just think too many tools for Jon Jones here. Stylistically, pretty bad matchup for Stipe, I think. Stipe has shown that he could wrestle, but Jon Jones is one of the best wrestlers in the UFC, right? So he ain't out wrestling Jon Jones. If he was to take Jon Jones and get on top, whew, that'd be incredible. I just don't think that's going to happen. Again, I love Stipe, but Jon Jones going to be too good in this one. You can't bet against him, and I think it probably will be a finish. Could be a submission. Could be a TKO. Do I think it's a one punch knockout? No. Does he hurt him? Knees to the body, just breaking him properly down, like buckle his legs, knees, or bust his ribs. You know, that like just painful TKO, if that makes sense. Like boom, 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 oh, you know, and then trying to protect himself because he's really hurt, and the ref have to just stop it. I can see something like that happening, and I can see that happening maybe in the first few rounds. First couple rounds even, maybe second round TKO for Jon Jones. That's respect to Jon Jones and no disrespect to Stipe, but that's just how I believe this fight's going to go. And it'll be hard for you to change my mind. So I think, yeah, again, what would I rather see? Again, I love Stipe. I'm sure Jon Jones is sick of hearing this, but the Tom Aspinall fight is the fight everyone wants to see. You want to be a heavyweight champion. You want to claim that crown. Tom Aspinall. Look, you can claim. Sorry, I don't want that might sound wrong because you did claim it. You fought. You know, it was a vacant belt, and you fought going for it, and you got it. But it's going to be hard to convince me you're a defending champ if you don't fight Tom Aspinall while he's the interim champ and the biggest threat. Does Jon Jones even need to do this? No, he's already got an incredible legacy. But if you want to claim the heavyweight division, and say you were a proper double champ, you know what I mean? People are going to twist this for sure. Excuse my language. But yeah, you got to fight Tom Aspinall if you really want that on your resume saying that I'm the best heavyweight while I was there. You have to fight Tom Aspinall. I think he is definitely the biggest threat. The wrestling everywhere, he can be, you know, dangerous everywhere, and he's a legit heavyweight, right? Explosive, fast, you know, yeah, it's just that's the fight that I hope to see. I know there's talk of him maybe doing a Pereira fight. You know, he's probably in a position where I don't need to add to my legacy. I want bigger fights, you know, Pereira's a massive name right now, so maybe that's what he's chasing. And he's clever. He knows John Massill's a way bigger threat, but, you know, what he gets out of beating him would be actually, I think, for most of us, the guys that are in the know, that'll be huge, right? That'll be huge. But when you're talking money and things like that and star power, I mean, a win over Pereira right now would be massive. That's probably one of the biggest fights you could do right now. So I can see why he's pointed that, but get rid of the heavyweight belt then, you know, because you want to claim of being the champ. Get rid of that heavyweight belt because the interim champ's there, so you need to fight him. And that's just how it is. But I'm sure he disagrees with that. You know, as he's said many times, he doesn't need to prove himself. And he doesn't. But if you want us to call you a heavyweight champion or a defending heavyweight champion, I think that's where it's at. And that's no hate to John Jones, but I just think that's where it's at with that one. But I think he's going to win. I think he's going to be too good. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. So Stipe is in for, you know, I think a long night. And it could be a bit of a painful one for him. Knees, ribs, cuts, like elbows in the clinch and stuff like that. I think this could be a nasty one, which I don't want to see because I like Stipe, but John Jones can do that to you. He's that good. Well, there you have it. That'll be it. Let me know your predictions. Let me know your picks. Let me know if you agree. I reckon you agree with everything I said there, but maybe add something. Give me something. Let's go back and forth. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you're thinking in there. But yeah, again, it's going to be a great card. Madison Square Garden's always a big event. I'll be tuning in, and I'm sure you will be too. Enjoy.